Dude,
What's up?
Olokera, sometimes I feel we need to be honest about something.
Mm-hmm.
Something which has been bothering me, and I think I've been looking at this thing. Do we have international artists in Zimbabwe? That's a question which I need to answer.
International artists.
Yes, I don't think we have. That's my take.
Mm.
hmm
Oh, that's very interesting. Because what's the reach? I mean, you could argue that Winky D has so much of does have a bit of international recognition.
hmm
But who are we comparing to now?
I don't want to compare.
So-
It's let's throw them out there and say what is an international artist. When you're looking at an international artist, what are you looking at? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We've got you crossing the border, coming to South Africa or performing in Southern Africa doesn't mean that you're a global icon.
No, not really, because
see.
you're just, in a sense, you are just catering for your, say, for example, Zimbabwean audience who might be in the diaspora. But then again, if you are an artist who is able to cross over to other nations, say like what piano artists are now to say countries in the West or in Western Africa, Nigeria and stuff, that they are known, and then they are also they just don't depend on their national fan base wherever they are in the world. Then yes, that's an international artist.
That's an international.
And then, but then some would argue, Kuti, are there enough platforms to expose our Zimbabwean artists out onto the international market?
I think that one is a different. It's a different thing, right? Kuti, at the moment, can we identify an international artist in Zimbabwe? We had Oliver Mtuguzi.
But Winky D has got, I remember I saw this, this was it Facebook reel or a TikTok? Because I'm not on TikTok, but so probably it was a Facebook or YouTube short reel with this Nigerian content creator. And he was just vibing to Winky D's music. So that in its sense is, and it has put him there because I'm sure he does have a following because Kenya is quite big with the reggae dancehall, especially. Zambia would say they know him. Then if we're now going to cross the waters now that becomes tricky.
Okay, can we take Winky D? Jab Praiser. These are our biggest icons.
Yeah.
Can we take them, then remove every Zimbabwean from the reach and say you're going to perform in UK or you're going to perform in Canada or you're going to perform in Asia, but there's no Zimbabwean in there? Do we have such an artist?
At the moment,
yeah,
I think it's also now influenced by the collaborations or the platforms they put themselves on. Remember, with artists like Oliver Mtukudzi and your Thomas Mapfumos, there was this genre called Afro jazz.
Yeah.
So you would find, like, for example, I like this. I listen to these collections called the Putumayo, where it's all different, various like artists from Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get them from even South America and stuff. They play bossa, they play all this type of different music. But that when I get a compilation, so a Putumayo compilation, I'm listening to, and it's a type of it's a unique type of music. It has some salsa influences. It's got some African drum influences. So, and then obviously it is sang in their languages, which I don't understand, but I love the music. So yes, there are now international artists, but without that platform of Putumayo, would I have be exposed to their music?
But from what you're saying, we have seen Ja Preza specifically, him doing features with Davido. He's got Davido, right? Yes.
Davido,
He's got
Diamond,
Platinum,
Makazi.
Yes.
And that's also putting himself out there to a different market.
So he has managed to do collaboration, but has it made him an international icon?
It has given him, I know with South Africa, it's given him footprint in South Africa.
But the funny thing, at what level can Ja Preza right now come and perform in South Africa for non-Zimbabweans, for a non-Zimbabwean market?
I think
and can fill up like what we do when Mafigizolo, the headline, they can headline in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Can Ja Preza headline in South Africa? That's what I'm saying. Because when Mafigizolo goes to perform in Zim, you can take off all the South Africans who might go and watch or might go for the show.
Yes.
Right? You can take them off. They are possibly 5% or less.
Less South Africans,
You understand
more
what I'm saying?
Zimbabweans, yeah.
So can we do the same with headlining Ja Preza, headlining Winky D in South Africa? We are close. We are taking South Africa.
Ooh.
Right? Can he headline in South Africa for non-Zimbabweans? This is what I'm looking for.
I think in Limpopo he might.
In Limpopo?
Yeah.
That's closer to home, yeah?
No, but like look at where Makazi's music is concentrated to.
Yes.
And he has got so many songs, and he has made, and the people are now aware of him. So if he was to say, yes, I'm performing in Limpopo because of the exposure, Messina, whatever, coming to Venda and all those places, I'm sure he can. Because remember, even to a broader sense, because remember, Ja Preza's music has got so much of an Oliver Mtukudzi touch to it that
100%.
it's easily, he can translate with the foreign base because of the platform that Oliver Mtukudzi was able to create internationally.
Yeah.
So if he was to go to these festivals or shows that Oliver Mtukudzi, or maybe get the teams that were promoting Oliver Mtukudzi overseas, then I don't see how he can fail. I mean, it's a different story with the urban groove dancehall, because you are competing with the already established international market. So if you're a dancehall person, you are now going to be competing with your Vibes Cartels, your
Sean
Paul's, Gulligard, Mavado. Then you already have somewhat of a back foot. All right. And then you're now trying to put yourself, even if you're a hip hop artist, you're now wanting to compete with the international hip hop artists. So that becomes a bit tricky. But now you see, like this one girl, I was talking to somebody I was saying, this girl is gonna pop. She's from Bulawayo. Her name is Black Diva, and she's when I first watched or saw her music, it was something like she was trying to do hip hop or dancehall or something like that. But now she has changed somewhat to this like what do you call it? It's more like a pantsula type of feel to the music, and then she's more of a vocalist, and it's quite a nice rhythm, and it gives her a unique identity that she can be able to establish herself. That if somebody was to play out of the blue, you can say, I think that is Black Diva sounding like Black Diva. It's not like Black Diva wanting to sound like Ice Spice. Or wanting to sound like Nicki Minaj, or wanting to sound like what's her name, Cardi B, or your Glorilla's and all that. See, now that's where the tricky part comes in. All right, so right now we are faced with a situation where we are just concentrating on that local market, trying to build that local market. Of course, once it gets bigger, it is gonna spill over.
So
it's still early days.
It's still early days, and bam, we didn't even greet the people.
Yeah, man.
This is Ango Joe Diaries.
You came with this one. Yeah, I think you. It has been at the back of your mind for quite a bit.
It's been here. Israel is here. Ango Joe is here. And
we here.
Ango Joe's Diaries.
Uncle Joe.
We do what we do, like we're doing it for TV.
There you go.
What we do. So this is something which has been eating me up. Do we have international artists in Zim? And people have been talking, and I think we've been light on it. You know, we haven't been honest on it. Let's be honest. We don't have any artist who's been on Billboard.
But here we go. Listen.
Yeah.
It's about the exposure and the promotion.
Yes.
I don't know if it's still there on Netflix. You need to watch this. It's like a 5-part or 6-part documentary called Afrobeats.
Yes.
And this one guy was actually breaking down how they were able to, how they pushed the Afrobeats.
Yes.
How they were able to bring it across to the Western market. Because they started off, obviously, with it being just concentrated to the West Africa and all right, some parts of Africa.
Yeah.
But they had to make efforts to promote these artists, all right? Get them into collabos with the international artists, for example, your P Squares with Rick Ross, Wizkid teaming up with Drake and all that.
Yeah.
So, and then they also, I think, what's his name? You had producers that were being pushed, like Don Jazzy with good music with Kanye West. What's the other guy's name? Oliver Twist. I was saying Oliver Twist.
Yes.
And you see, these were artists that were being pushed. Okay, there's a group of people that saw the talent and they said we can work with these young kids to actually bring them over. So right now, these kids are doing the most. They are creating music. They are out there trying to bring themselves to the next level. But there is no platform or a set group of people that are just working on a marketing side. So nowadays, a young artist will do their music, record, put it on social media, and hope it takes off.
It takes off.
All right.
Because I was watching a podcast. I think there was Java on it. Java now seems like he's the new notable lawyer of Zimbabwe. He's always on a podcast every week. You know, he's always sitting down and having a chat. But
I wonder when he finds time to go to church
and make money. and the boss about money. I don't know. He's like Nota these days, and he's always have an answer for everything. So he was talking about I think collaborations and having and going international, right? And to me, what he was talking about, it wasn't making sense in a way, because being international, it's about the spaces you occupy. You know, it's about the people you see. It's about the people you connect with for you to go international. International has got nothing to do with the language.
Yeah.
It has got nothing to do with even the quality of your music. See what I mean? It's about the spaces you go. And one thing which we get it wrong, I think we've got it wrong in Zim especially, is we celebrate too early. We call each other, I'm going international, because you're listening to what you are singing and the kind of sound you are doing. But international, it's all about the spaces you occupy.
Okay.
Right? Poof. Right. Buffalo Soldier. I think at one point we thought Poof was at a certain level, I think was more of a regional artist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because of the channel awards, all those things.
Yeah.
He was more of a regional artist.
Yes.
But he strategically he had put himself in a very good space to go international.
Yes.
Because he was hanging out with all these Nigerian guys who were popping. He was on channel O, taking awards.
Yes.
Africa, he was becoming big.
Yeah.
But somehow I think for him, maybe it was more of, are you really talented to break those barriers now? Because he had people, he had a team, he had a team.
But wouldn't you think that he failed because he carried on just wanting to concentrate as the dancehall guy? Unlike, juxtaposed with Appleseed. When he started off with Boom Shaka, he was all about the dancehall.
Yeah.
But what really took off was when he started going back and doing something that was uniquely African. Kanaya Shika Bongo.
Yes.
Do you see those songs were the ones that really catapulted, because it wasn't about him now actually write down my beats. It was something that was like, okay, this is nice. This is and he was bringing a different energy that even you could say, okay, Murasta, but he's got his own feel, his own kind of presentation of putting his product out there that was actually even to a point, even the whole ensemble, even Stone, when he was doing his raps, it felt like poetry where he's speaking in, was it Tswana, was it Sotho? You know, and then it was more like poetic proses that he was laying on the music. It wasn't like typically hip hop as we know it, you know. So I think with Buffalo, because we are influenced with the dancehall culture. This is where we come from. This is where we get our recognition, and maybe they felt they needed to push him because he was collabing with a lot of artists.
But did he collab with were there any collaborations then with maybe guys from West Africa, East Africa?
No, it was mostly South African.
But who? Because I don't remember any song which he did with South Africans.
He did a collabo. I think there was the one hit that got him the awards. Wasn't it like a collabo? And he was proud. Wasn't he signed to a South African label?
Yeah. I don't. You see, it's been a while now. I don't remember the names, but he had a very strong team behind him.
Yes.
He had a very solid team. But I think where he didn't, I think maybe his era, there wasn't that much collaborations between the Southern Africa and going to Nigeria and all those things.
Yeah.
He had access. But I think the time when he wanted to do it, the hits were not coming anymore. Right? Especially when he did then he did an all reggae album, which he went to Jamaica to push it, and he was trying to do that. So he's one artist who I feel he should have popped. He should have landed that because he was regional. Africa. He was
so we can say now Master H is the one who's taking the baton.
No, I don't know.
Because he's got a lot of collabos with international artists.
No, he's got a lot of collabos with Jamaican artists.
Well, that's an avenue.
And what names are you putting on? Right on those collabos, you know what I mean? Because right now, bro, you can't go and get a dancer to say I'm gonna do a collabo with an artist who hasn't had hit songs for the past 20 years. You know what I mean? You are trying to polish your turd. It won't come out. But go and get an artist who's popping right now and say I'm gonna do a collabo. Someone who's popping now, who's the biggest artist currently? Then you do a song with those people.
But that becomes a bit tricky.
You see.
Because remember, if you say you're looking for Jamaica's biggest artists, they are not really focused on the African space. They are more wanting to expose themselves to the American side because that's where the real money is.
Yes.
To Europe, UK, Germany, even parts of Asia, like Japan is a big Jamaican reggae market. So that's where they are focused on.
Yes.
Whereas if they knew the amount of support and fan base they have on an African space, where it becomes a long-term thing, where if you find the old established Jamaican artists, your Capletons and them, they know that once they come to Zim, they go to Kenya, they go to Zambia or whatever.
Yeah.
They're selling out. They're selling out.
Yeah.
And that is a base that is not being properly utilized because obviously we don't buy the music like the Americans and the Westerners do. All right? We don't download off Spotify and Apple Tunes as much as, the markets out there. So
Yeah.
to them, to the labels that they represent, it's not really, it doesn't make business sense. Because yes, you can make it with the shows, but then what's happening with the sales? So now they are still pushing their new music. They want to get them into spaces where they can work with also internationally renowned producers and stuff like that. So it becomes tricky. Unlike if we already have a presence in the diaspora, if we've got a young base of people that take whatever is produced in Zim and push it in the clubs, on the radio stations, and where music is being heard overseas there, so that by the time we say, okay, we are bringing such and such an artist to have a show at the African Unity show in New York, for example, if there is something like that. People do have somewhat of an idea. Oh, this guy, yeah, I've heard his song pops in the club. I've heard that. So we don't have where they actually are. There are videos that their music videos are of that quality that they are, being played on the music channels. Which African artist would you say is being played on MTV in America that has not worked through the whole system of the American music industry, who just came out of Africa and is now just that side?
Yeah.
Even Tyler, I only knew from where she was now popping in America, where she's been groomed to sing for an American audience with a bit of an African touch that will say, okay, here we go. All right.
Tyler, they claim that she's an industry plant.
Well, that's the thing.
Because we didn't see her generic growth.
Yeah, we not at all.
Yeah, we only woke up one day and water is on top of the charts.
Yeah,
Then
that's the thing, because you know what, you've been groomed into that system.
Yeah,
and then you are focusing on that market, but that market spills over because everybody wants to know what's happening with the American music industry.
Yeah.
Everyone in the whole world. So she was already on a platform that it wasn't about her making her bones on the African market.
Yeah.
She's already up there. She's already rubbing shoulders with who's who in the international music industry.
You see what I said about spaces? It's about the spaces which you occupy.
Then let's get a culture where we've got people that are not necessarily musicians, but they are in the music industry, that they would be able to say, hey, producer X, I like what you're doing, but you know what? I want you to, can we collab where you can produce a beat for our artists coming from Zimbabwe? And it's not about traveling anymore. They can record in Zimbabwe and then this guy makes a beat, send it over, mixed, and let's put it out. Because remember, when producer X is saying, I've got this song with this African artist, people are interested already.
Yes.
People are interested. Just like, oh, okay. Oh, is it Kanye music? Is it Kanye West producing for who? Okay, let's hear it.
Natty O.
Then Natty O. Then you know what? Then people are now. Then they will also go into Natty O's bag and say, okay, let's see. Oh, I like the song that he did with producer, this international producer. Let's see what else they've got to offer, right? I think we can actually have him come to the BET Awards, do that song and whatever. That's exposure. That's when you become an international artist, because you now in those spaces too interact.
Yeah. Because I think for South Africa got it right, especially with Amapiano, when everyone endorsed what's those boys, the DJs.
Scorpion Kings.
Not Scorpion Kings. The twins.
Or Major League.
Major League.
Major League did that.
Everyone endorsed Major League because they wanted Major League to play their music. So Major League started touring Europe, America, the world. So as they were touring, everyone else who was doing Mapiano, the artists, the managers, all the Mapiano community, they supported them. That's how you put a genre, because the moment the genre is out there, then people will start looking for the artists now. We need Foka, we need Pori, we need all these people to come and perform. Because someone took the initiative to say, I'm taking this music and I'm going to play there. And what happened with the other group? They supported, they pushed them. Because alone, there's no way you can do it. You know what I mean? It needs the whole community, the whole genre people to endorse something and push it. Because at the end of the day, in the long run, it will benefit everyone. Right now, piano is big.
Yeah, but
Abba.
we would also argue that piano is an offspring of house music.
I agree. It's only
And
the
house
tempo.
music has already been out there internationally.
Yes.
Look at Black Coffee, look at Euphonic, look at your guys, even that we are not even talking about, your DJ Clocks. They still are doing major shows in Ibiza, in Chicago, in these European countries. They are big. Right? DJ Kent and all those kind of DJ Fresh. They don't even look at doing shows here in South Africa.
Yeah, they don't.
Their real money is coming from that side. So piano was, it's an offspring of that situation that obviously in those spaces where these DJs are, they were able to say, hey, listen to this new,
the new generation.
this new genre of our house music that is now popping back home. And we call it Amapiano. And then people, it was easier to bring it out there. And remember that once Amapiano started taking off, the Nigerian market went in hard.
Hey, Davido.
And those guys
Davido
have got a base internationally. You cannot argue about whatever we want to say internationally. The West African artists are up there. All right, they are the international artists. So once Davido says, I like this song by Focalistic,
Exactly.
let's feature with them, and that song,
Land.
it went
To lens.
and then you know what? And people were like, "Oh, this beat is vibing and everything." And then the next artist is now doing this, and then you got guys like Chris Brown when they come to South Africa, they're going into these piano spaces and the dances that are coming off those challenges.
Yes.
They in itself TikTok. And TikTok really helped boost Amapiano because everyone is dancing now. You find out this, what's his name, Limpopo boy. He's going and doing dance classes.
Exactly, in Europe.
He's making money because everybody wants to learn how to dance these Amapiano dances. So that also translates to the music because when you're dancing, you're listening to the songs, and then it's easier for Kabza to say, the king of Amapiano, to say, I've got a show in New York. And then boom, you know what? It doesn't disappoint. So, different spaces. Who is in those spaces to help promote?
So basically, because I always fight with the Zim artists, right? Kuti, you guys, when you go to South Africa, you go to any other place, what they focus on when they go to a show is them going to the venue, having a few drinks and girls. And the next thing is flown home. It's back. Do they make effort to be in certain spaces? Do you try to say, I'm gonna spend the next 1 week with Pori and sit in the studio and just watch what they are gonna do? Do you take time and say, okay, fine, I'm gonna try to sit down or be at a radio station or be friends with someone who has got access to a radio station in South Africa or in Europe, not BBC, whatever, which we know every African has got access to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? New spaces.
Yeah.
Do we have an artist saying, I want to be on Mac G's podcast from Zimbabwe, having you see those spaces.
Yes.
I've been trying to get artists to say, okay, fine, guys, when you come to Cape Town, let's sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because I'm in South Africa and people want to know what you go through or what happens with you when you have got a gig in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Right? But then those kids, they start telling you stories. The next thing is, Uncle, I'm here, but I'm going back tomorrow. Dude, what have you done with your career? What spaces are you exploring?
But now let's take it back to Tyler. Being the artist as he is, it's about the team that is around.
Exactly.
That is a way. Because you know what, there are people that are aware that, you know what, we need to put more exposure on this, that are following the numbers, the growth. What is our next opportunity to grow? Where do we grow? So when the artist is booked for a show, let's say, for example, in Cape Town, all right, he's available, say, for 3 days. There has to be your manager, your promoter or the publicists around you have to be able to slot you into different spaces. Be it saying, okay, there's this top South African producer, all right? We've got a top Zimbabwean artist.
Yeah.
Let's find out if they can
collaborate.
They can collaborate. Can we find a space within their busy schedules between these 3 days? Because remember, you are booked these days. You're booked 2, 3, 4 months in advance.
Exactly.
You know, and so it can actually be organized way in advance.
Yeah.
So that, excuse me, but when you come, you already have an itinerary. All right. You land. Obviously, we do some promo work. All right. Where do we promo? Where who are we going to go to Bush Radio? That, you know, to get the students to want to come through, you know, because at the end of the day, you're on Bush Radio, and then one student maybe at UCT will be like to Zimbabwe, I just heard this interview with this, and then the Zimbabwean guy will say, no, this guy is fire. You should come to the show because you have now put yourself on a space with Bush Radio, and then when they're interviewing you, they're playing your music, right?
Yeah.
So now your team, your managers, your promoters, your publicists, your agents, these guys must be on top of the game. Let's not all put it and say, but Ningirigins did not do a good job. They did a good job by singing. They did a good job by making themselves appealable to whoever wants to do a show with them. But how do they maximize those avenues? You know what? Who is there to maximize? Maybe it should be a prerequisite, you know?
Yeah.
So as part of your, what do they call it? The stuff that you get.
Oh, your technical rider.
Yeah, your riders.
Yeah.
Then make it part of your rider. I also want to be, what exposure? Why do I need to come? Because right now, you know, I can actually go and I need to sit down with Ola. Or I need to sit down with
Uncle Joe.
With Uncle Joe. I need to be in this space with this guy and that guy. If I'm in Joburg, you know what? A lot of can we make a podcast, or can I be a friends of the show on Mac G's show a week before the show happens, because that can also create a bit of buzz about me. All right, can we do that so that it also helps in the long run? It helps everybody.
Exactly.
The promoter makes more money. The artist gets more exposure, and you know what? The genre, the culture keeps moving. You know.
So that's the fight we're having.
Man.
And
I think we need to find solutions more than just fighting. That's what we need to do.
We definitely need. And then there's one other thing. There were numbers happened in Zim, National Arts Merit Awards, right?
Yeah.
Right. So this is the thing. Then I'm looking at. It's not like I've got a problem with Jusa or Winky D for doing the video of the year. No. Those guys, they're brilliant. Jusa did a very good thing. I think for me, I'll give him the props that he introduced AI in Zimbabwe.
Yes, yeah.
Right? He's got an AI artist, and also he did the video. Yeah. Winky Kazowina, right? But my problem, my argument was, should we have an AI music video, wholly AI, like from the characters, the sets, everything? It's all AI, right? Should we have an AI video compete with other videos for video of the year?
Wow. Well, you could argue that now AI is more cost effective.
Yes, 100%.
And AI is the future of everything.
100%.
And you know what? It's something that's not been done before. So everybody's used to the traditional sense of making these videos. You know, I need to hire this space. We need maybe a green screen. We need this. We need to. But with AI, it seems to be
you're in your house
done. All right, and it's innovation. So when we want to say, okay, so if it's a video of the year, we've seen these videos being made and we know that they're all about, but to something that's different, like an AI video, which is new, all right, wouldn't it be able to sort of, use it as a platform or as a springboard for these young upcoming artists who don't have a lot of money in the bank to make real top quality videos the traditional way, but they can still be able to make something that is of a good quality using AI.
Valid what you're saying. But my problem is, can't we have, where does AI start and where does AI ends in the industry, right? Right now, you can listen to an artist, then you won't know. Then you realize later, the flip, this AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are competing space with real artists, right? They are now competing in the charts with real with artists. So where are we saying AI starts here and ends here? Because I've got an AI album, which I made in less than, I think, 30 minutes. My wife went to church. When she came back, I had an album already made, mixed and mastered, right? Produced by AI, right? That's what I'm saying. Should we now sit down and say, legislation, guys, let's have a rule?
Why? Because remember, even if it's AI, it's about the audience out there, what they respond to. It can be an AI song. It's not going to guarantee to be a hit. All right? It's about that feel.
Hey, AI Max. Israel, if there's one thing which I realized about listen, man. One thing which I've realized about AI, you can't compete on a chorus with AI. The melodies are crazy, puppy. No one can make...
you can say that because AI, remember, is generating everything that's been done. That is in the ether, and it's able to sort of select and sort of find the perfect presentation. But now when it comes to the creativity part, AI is not creative because they're just taking out of what's been done.
Exactly.
Right? There is no originality.
Yes.
There is no originality.
And the emotion trajectory is not
there. Is nothing. So you know what? Is it gonna be, are you gonna feel it in your gut?
No.
You're not.
So that's where my point is.
So you still need the artist.
That's where my point is. Where are we saying AI starts here and ends here? You understand? So
how about we use both?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because AI is a tool.
Yes.
It's not a replacement.
Yeah.
Right? If you look at Wingy D's video, it's got maybe 4 or 5 different faces of Wingy D.
Yeah.
Understand? It kills the emotion and the connection which he has with his fans. Because I know the real guy, and I'm seeing a different guy with a bigger nose or bigger chin or fake dread, and that's not him. You're giving me a different artist. It kills that emotion, that emotional connection with me and the artist. You see what I mean?
No, yeah.
So we are saying AI came in to assist you. Right? I want Israel as an artist to look a little bit bigger, but it's him, right? I want him to look a little bit bigger.
Get the muscles out there.
Let me put a little bit of muscle in it. You know what I mean? I need a background which is like this. I need to change the color of the couch which he's sitting on. Let me do that. But you're using a real artist. It doesn't kill emotionally. Doesn't kill me. It doesn't disconnect me. Which means AI is coming to enhance, but not to replace.
Joe, I think you're just going too deep with this.
Yes,
Listen,
we need to.
We already are exposed to AI and fake people uploading videos or pictures of themselves on social media with all the photoshopping and the filters and everything that everyone is, you know what, whatever people are putting on their profiles and everything, it's not who they are.
Yeah.
They are lighter in complexion all of a sudden. They've got fairer skins. They got longer hair, everything, and people are just using that. In this age of technology with the iPhones and all these kind of things, everyone is just putting a fake something about themselves, especially when they are on those social media platforms. So I think that wasn't overdue that something like that is going to start happening where videos are just going to come out and different
because it happen.
It's just like that. Because listen, I don't even I don't know who I'm seeing when I look at someone's picture or whatever video they post. Is it the real them, or is it an enhanced version, or what they want themselves to look like? Because remember, you can adjust your nose, your chin, your lips.
You're reminding me of this clip which I saw on TikTok where someone walked to a girl and said, and the question like, who do you think is more beautiful, men or ladies? Then the lady was like, obvious, girls are more beautiful. Then says, okay, let me wash my face. Then you do the same.
There you go. There you go. You see? So we already past that. Yeah. We are now moving into this world where everything is enhanced somehow, some way. It's been adjusted, it's been tweaked here and tweaked that to shy away from reality, from what the real person is. You know what? We passed through that stage of what's that thing that artists do with their voices now?
Auto-tune.
Auto-tune, right?
Yeah.
We are already there. Everybody's somehow there. There's an auto-tune even. It's all going that way. So their voices are being adjusted to sort of meet this whole thing. So it's all it started somewhere, and it's always going to carry on going ahead. And some people, you know what? If I can create an album using AI when I have zero talent, and I put it out there, and somehow it resonates with
then it pops,
and then it pops, then let me be paid.
Then we're looking for you to perform.
I will get, maybe I'll use, like what there was this group, I'm forgetting their name.
Which one?
It's like a alternative rock group where they use these cartoon characters. Even on their shows, they're holograms now.
Yes.
Yeah. And they use the holograms and stuff like that. You've never seen the actual artists that sing. All right. So I can do that for my shows. You come in to see the hologram things, everything, because I mean Tupac is done a hologram show, you know. So it's now there. So maybe sometime in the near future, an artist can be doing 4 or 5 different shows at the same time.
Imagine
holograms.
You
filling up stadiums. I think it could be the future. It could happen.
We are going there.
Yeah, we might be going there. So
we are going there.
There's the authentic.
You remember that guy who? There's something which I think it's in New York or somewhere where you stand in front of
yes that portal.
That portal. Yeah, exactly. Then you're talking to this person in a different continent.
Yes.
So
it could happen. So basically, it's because some people, for my sense, I like to go to a live show with the instruments, right? But not necessarily the kids of today. They're not worried about the guy who plays the guitar, the drums, and everything. They just love the beat that's been put up there, and it's about the vibe. It's about being there, and taking your selfies or whatever, recording yourself, and If it gets to a point where now you get to pose with a hologram version of your favorite artist, I'm sure because of AI, no one can be able to tell the difference, because he had a show and he promoted his show in Amsterdam when in actual fact he was somewhere, maybe in Burkina Faso, It can happen. I mean, then it's about now our choices, our preferences.
It's crazy.
So I'm gonna go to a jazz or to a live band, instruments, things like that. Because you remember, like I saw the interview you had with Sniper.
Yes.
And Sniper was explaining that it's about where I'm performing.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes it requires me to have a live band. Sometimes it doesn't really require me to have a live band. You know what? It's about how, what the situation, how the setup is, and how I'll be able to communicate with my audience.
People, yeah.
So someone would go to a Sniper or whoever show and say, and somebody's going to go to that same show, will be like, wow.
Like Rose.
Yeah.
You see the Rick Ross show in Zimbabwe?
No.
Nigga was playing a flash disc.
Yeah.
Like literally, then he was just dancing to it and say, and then he's like, oh, Zimbabwe, Can I hear you say?
But that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Yes.
You know what? If you go to listen, we are filling up a show saying, "Oh, Scott Mapuma is coming to perform," and he's filling up. He's just gonna be there on the decks playing, and then he's gonna take the mic and say, "Oh, lo," and then everybody, and that's the performance, and people are just gonna go crazy. Or he goes and he does his dances, and so. Why? You know what? If Rose has got a catalog, so he knows that his audience is going to sing along anyway.
Exactly.
So why do I need to now sweat myself off when everybody's just singing? I can just be putting out the mic there, and then you know what? Maybe ad lib here and there, and the audiences just carry on. But the thing is, they see me. They came to see me.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. So you paid. I'm paid. You seen me. All right. You paid me. Done deal. All right.
Where we're going is crazy. Where we going?
No,
bro, it's wild. And now the other thing, Stana was fighting with. He wasn't fighting really. Let me put it straight. Stana wasn't happy because Baba Shupi apparently went to. So Nama had. I think I didn't watch the show, but I saw a few clips where Dinom Dondo performed. Chirangano Chedu or a few other songs, few other hit songs. Then Baba Shupi obviously went on stage. They asked him to perform. So what do you think Baba Shupi will perform? Baba Shupi with his music, he doesn't have any hit song, but he's got hit songs with who? Stana. So basically, if you ask Baba Shupi to come and perform, he's not going to perform any other song. He's going to perform Tirimashaki and the other track. With which he did with Stana. So now Stana is mad. Like, how come you go and perform it at Nama and you don't tell me that you don't acknowledge me even when you're performing, like big up Stana and what. Then I'm like, come on, dude. Baba Shupi will always perform those songs because
he's got his contribution to that song. So if he plays his part in that song as he does the songs, and that's what people know him for, it's not necessarily off your back because you collab. It was a collab, so you were off his back and he was off your back. So if I'm gonna go and I sing my verse, all right, and I don't have to worry about putting your verse there, because my verse is also known, but it's from a song that we did together. So unless if he went to Baba Shupi and decided to sing Stana's verse,
which I don't think, maybe even if he did, but he's singing on Stana's voice. You understand? Like Stana is there.
Yeah,
Stana's verse is there. Baba Shupi does that. Who doesn't do it? Artists, they go and perform other artists' songs on their set. But he was mad that it's Nama. You were supposed to at least tell me that you're going to do the song, or at least give me a shout out. Who you need a shout out for what? For Godo. Who doesn't know Godo, bro? Possibly the biggest hip hop song ever to be released in Zimbabwe.
But yeah, man, I think obviously, it's just feeling like attention. I think it's egos also at the end of the day, because everybody wants to be there. If it's the Nama Awards, and then you know what, you're gonna go up there because it's exposure, right? People are watching, and maybe if you had faded off, and then you get that platform where you can actually go out there and perform, and then people see your relevance, you can sort of like kickstart your career again, So maybe the ego part, which is understandable. Saying, you know what, you've put yourself out there and you've exposed yourself. How about we had done it together? How about you just told me, okay, I've got 5 minutes. I just need you to come for 30 seconds. I need 45 seconds of your presence, right? And then I just carry on. That could have been a better deal.
And
but then,
because the moment, so it doesn't make sense. And Dino also, I think, with Willem Tide, Willem Tide's son posted on social media saying, "Why wasn't my father there?"
Then those people really needs to stop,
bro.
That's being a parasite, really. I mean, yes, we did the song together, and you've got your verse, but that song. It's also Dino Mdondo has every right to go out there.
It's actually
perform.
Dino's song.
Especially, let's say, Saka kwese kwanoenda kunoita mashow. Do I need to bring Willem Tight with?
Imagine.
No, I don't really.
Dude, I saw Rose doing what is the song which he did with Chris Brown and Asha, right? He performed it in Zim.
Yeah.
So was he supposed to bring
Asha and
Chris Brown?
Or not perform it because Asha and Chris Brown were not there? No, come on.
That's crap, Baba.
Just forget about it. You just wanted to create drama and sound relevant and just be angry and lash out. Because you do your own things. I mean, I think guys like Stunner and them, I think they are well versed with what's happening currently, and they can actually push themselves on bigger platforms, even in better spaces.
Yeah.
Right. And they well, if you just concentrate on that, I mean, you're not gonna worry about things. You know what? Get a good team around you. I mean, maybe get back with your ex-wife because she used to push things, right?
No, they're back, Peter.
Are they back together?
Oh, with
right?
Olinda. Dude.
Yeah, then work together, and then because she used to push things, and then put yourself out there. I mean, there's still a crowd that will respond to your old hits. There's still, so you know what? Organize, invest in yourself.
She's got money. So she's got money, so she needs to put Stunner on.
She needs to put Stunner on, promote him on some shows. You know what? Get him out there. If he has to record and, pay another artist or stuff like that. If there's money is there, then let him go ahead. I mean, man, he's to the genre of hip hop artists in Zimbabwe. Stunner is an OG.
He's an OG. Yeah,
right?
I give that to him.
He's a hip hop OG.
Yeah.
So it's easier for him to get in those spaces with these young kids or now Volts and all these guys who are rapping, and then be like, you know what? How about we do OG and with young blood? Yeah, you know what? Let's do something. That's also gonna push him in the spaces. Maybe Stunner and what's the kid's name? Hoyo or
Holy 10.
Holy 10, because Holy 10 is hot.
Yeah.
Then put yourself in that situation because you were OG, man. You there is no one who's gonna take that away from you. Use that to your advantage. Yeah. You still have a presence with people that know the genre. You still have a following. You still have a footprint to actually say you can hold your own. Yeah. Even with these new age kids.
You see the problem now is I think Stunner is trending more with personal issues than music.
I guess
the issues with the wife fighting with the other social mighty and all those things.
No, but
you know what I mean?
He's always been there because he's got the porn video that came out.
Yeah.
All right, and that's where he's always about. That he's always put himself in those spaces, right? So it's nothing. It's nothing new. It's nothing surprising that he's gonna go and be doing these things.
And anything. What else has been happening in your world, bro?
There's war, brother. Man,
yes.
Is it the World War III or World War IV that we've been waiting? What has been,
dude,
long overdue?
It's crazy
because it's war everywhere, man. I mean, Russia and Ukraine are still at it,
mm-hmm.
and you know what? America just went into Venezuela and abducted the president, Maduro, and they arrested him, and he's in America arrested, and right now Israel and America versus Iran, and Iran is not playing around, brother.
They're killing.
Iran is not a Iraq or a Afghanistan where you would go and just... Iran is just coming out there, bro. The whole Middle East is on fire. And Iran is just... It's bombing every country in the Middle East right now. If there's an American base in your country, you are not safe.
Serious?
Saudi Arabia has been hit. Oman has been hit. The UAE, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi have been hit. Which other country has been hit? Qatar, Bahrain. Oh, it's not. even Israel itself is being hit, and it's closed up the Strait of Hamas, where a major oil flow goes to the rest of about, it's like 17 million to 20 million barrels a day pass through that strait. Is closed off right now.
Hey.
So we are actually going to be having a fuel shortage, or fuel prices
The
might
price
go,
gonna surge,
are going to go up. But yeah, man, that's, and it's just crazy.
Dude, I'm looking at it, and I think it started with 3 countries, and I checked the weather, 13, and they're still going up.
No. It's on fire now. It's just, I don't know, man. I mean, we don't know what this where this is going to go and end and everything, but it seems that everyone is pushing a narrative.
Are we going to have the World Cup then in America this year?
Ah, that's a big one. I mean, even look at what's happening in Mexico.
In Mexico,
right now.
yeah.
Mexico is literally on fire after the guy. What's his name?
Yeah.
The gangster guy got
Killed,
killed, and then people were saying, now is it safe to be in Mexico right now, because it was, maybe we are gonna have a World Cup and it's just gonna be in Canada. So maybe Canada needs to beef up its stadiums, because it's the only country not fighting anybody. Because right now is, you see, now it's a security risk. How safe is America going to be?
Yeah.
Because looking from where I stand with my whole conspiracy level of thought, aren't the Iranians going to go and plant things in the stadiums and stuff like that?
Bro.
And that's gonna really, really, bring havoc.
The September
September 11 kind of situation.
Yeah.
That could happen. Especially when that the world is all just in one place, literally, to watch the biggest single sporting event in the world. They are going to be there in their numbers, and isn't that an opportunity to retaliate? And you see, that's the thing. And then, where is this going to end? Because now it seems like countries are taking sides now.
Yes, bro.
Which side are you going to be on? And then are you going to get yourself involved in that situation? I mean, times that we are living in,
it's crazy, bro.
It's just,
I think now we need to be more in prayer, bro, than any other time. Because right now you can just wake up and the world is gone, bro. Technology is doing whatever it's doing. Some people are just killing each other. The streets.
No, we are at the precipice of a nuclear war, of a nuclear world war. Because if Iran becomes so much of a headache to Israel and America,
they're gonna destroy it.
And Ukraine is becoming this headache to Russia. And these countries have got nuclear weapons. What is going to stop America from doing a Nagasaki and Hiroshima? What's going to stop Russia from just saying, you know what, let's push the button now.
Press the button.
Yeah. On Ukraine, and just end this war.
Let's end it.
And even if it's true that Iran has got nuclear weapons, because it's feeling like its back is against the wall here. It's been attacked with, now Saudi Arabia has declared war on Iran. So it's now big time. It's fighting. If it has got nuclear weapons, what's going to stop for it from also pushing the button and saying, you know what? Because you guys are not playing. You're ganging up on me. I'm one country against all of you. So now take that.
Bro, I don't know. It's scary.
Best place to be right now is Africa, brother.
Africa is safe.
As long as we don't get involved.
Exactly.
Or open our mouths and start. You know what? This is actually an opportunity. You remember, like, people after COVID were saying, you know what, we wasted an opportunity because the world was just focused on themselves. You could have been in a situation where we focus on ourselves to grow. There's another opportunity, because now everybody's going to be focusing on those wars and stuff like that. How about we just now, like I say, guys, we are neutral to this war. We are closing off our borders. We are not partaking in this. We are just going to concentrate on our 54 countries and just trade within ourselves.
Exactly. Because if you look at it, what do we need from all those other countries?
Basically
nothing.
And you know what? This is actually going to create a situation of these, because remember, like, the companies out there are afraid, they want to protect their assets.
Yes.
They're going to, once they see that, no, it's safer to be in Africa, they're going to move their companies, their productions, their everything, them, and they will move them here because it won't be so safe out there.
Bro.
So I guess it's where what are our leaders saying when they meet up for the SADC summits or the AU summits and all that kind of stuff? You know what? Are they planning to help us get ahead in this situation? Because we don't need to be in this war. We have no bone.
Yeah.
Literally in this war. We have no. It has nothing to do with us, Joe.
Yeah. Dude, I honestly don't know, man. But it's funny. It's crazy. You go on social media right now. It's crazy. But the problem now is these other guys who are posting a lot of AI warships and all these things. They're confusing everyone. Now we don't know what's real, what's not.
But even legacy media is confusing, because I saw this one clip by an Iranian spokesman saying that, they've got about 546 US casualties, dead and injured. And then from the American side, from the legacy media, from the American side, it was saying it's only 3 American soldiers that died, that were killed, and 9 that were injured. So you're just saying 12 only. But Iran is saying they got that, they've recorded 546.
There's propaganda, bro. You always protect the numbers.
Yeah. So who, what? It's actually, who are we to believe? Because we are being told, only listen to the legacy media, because there's a lot of fake news being put out there.
So that's the thing. Now, this is where I saw a discussion about the mainstream media, like radio, TV, against informal media, podcasts, or someone just going out there and saying, I'm reporting from Stellenbosch and ABCD is happening. Should we believe that guy, or should we wait for SABC to come through and say, you know what, I'm from SABC, I'm doing a report?
No, but remember that traditional media is always going to be representing a certain demographic.
Exactly.
All right?
Exactly.
That's how news has always been done.
Exactly.
To follow a certain narrative.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Whereas now things have been turned upside down, because if I've got a phone and internet, I can broadcast it across the world.
We will give you a mic, bro. Right now, you just say.
So, like, we are seeing, like, especially with, like, buildings, bases that are being bombed we're actually not seeing it from the traditional media spaces.
Yes.
We're actually seeing it from people posting on social media, because without those people, we would not be aware.
Exactly.
Right? That kind of information will be held back from us.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So even them attacking and what Iran retaliating, it's not being put out there as much as they're saying. As much as the Israelis are attacking Iran, they are close to finishing up. They've bombed all the military bases in Iran. Iran doesn't have anything to send to fire at the rest. And then all of a sudden, boom! Oh, guys, there was a base that was hit. A village in Israel has been literally eradicated. You know what I mean? Raised down to the floor. So how is that working when apparently Iran's all their military equipment or whatever has been taken out?
Yeah.
So, there's a lot that's being at play here, and people are just using it to twist this. I mean, for myself, I think this was a well-calculated situation by America. Now listen to my conspiracy theory. Now, I need you to follow me here. Follow this trail of breadcrumbs, Joe. Listen here.
Cool.
So a few weeks or months back, America goes in and they say they capture the President Maduro, who was the president of Venezuela.
Yeah.
All right, they arrest him in his own country.
Yeah.
All right, and then apparently for drug trafficking and everything, whatever. But remember, Venezuela has got the world's biggest oil deposits. See, a few days afterward, Trump had all oil executives in a meeting. All right? To divvy up this whole Venezuelan oil opportunity here, all right? He's briefing them. So we just thought they were dividing themselves up, to get the fat kid, to get richer and everything. But these guys, you know what? They preempt what's going to happen because they knew that it was going to escalate. Iran was going to go down. And Iran has always said the moment we are attacked, we're going to close off the Strait of Hormuz, which is 20% of the oil supply to the world. All right? I mean, China is going to be affected. India is going to be affected. All these kind of things. But remember now, America has got control over Venezuela.
So they're not.
So that's the art of the deal. That's a business move by Trump. Because now they're waiting for the oil prices to go up. Because there's no oil coming from the Middle East.
Yes.
So now America is just going to take all that oil from Venezuela and sell to the rest of the world at a markup that are very expensive. $100, maybe $150 a barrel. Yeah? And that will make America greater than it has been, bro. Well, that's it's not, I'm not saying that's fact. I'm just giving my take. And I know that America that will not just do anything just like that off the bat without really considering what the pros and cons are. And Trump is a businessman.
He is.
And
it's very shrewd.
See, that's where, and I knew, I had to think back and say, but then Trump, that's why Trump had these guys, the oil executives, soon after he had captured Maduro. And they're saying, no, we did not make a regime change. The Venezuelan people have chosen their leader. No, that lady who is now leading is literally, I would say she's a puppet.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
She actually wanted to give a Nobel Peace Prize to Trump. Isn't that a bit of ass licking?
Bad licking?
Yeah.
Twerky.
Big time. And then so Trump has got like
boom. This has been Uncle Joe's Diaries, and you guys please subscribe, like, and post. It's gonna be wild, it's gonna get wild, but otherwise thank you guys for tuning in, and that is Israel.
Peace and love, man. Appreciate you guys.
My partner in crime. This is what we do.
Yeah, man. Peace and love. Just keep the peace, keep the faith. Hopefully, we wake up to a much quieter world of love, bro.
Before we go, how far with your blog? Before
Monotonous Drone of a Said Man. No, it's there. I put one article. I
haven't seen it.
I've not put it out there. I've completed it.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether to put it on my Twitter, which is at iJoakim, IJOWAKIM, or maybe I might just find another platform to put it out on.
Dude, just put it even on Facebook, man.
On Facebook.
Anyway, like just throw it out there, man.
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
Just throw it out there, bro.
I think we'll do that. I've done the first part, and then it's done and dusted. You know what? It was very nice. It's therapeutic, man.
Is it?
Yes, it's therapeutic, and I think my second piece is actually focusing on mental maturity from a male aspect. Man, are we mentally mature enough? So that's my piece that I'm actually wanting to put out there. So I think I might just do it and then put it on my Twitter. I don't really post much. So maybe I'll just use those platforms to post.
Put it out.
And So find me. My Facebook is also Israel Joachim, I think. Yeah, you can find me there. And then
we're out.
Like and subscribe. Keep the you know what? Give us feedback on the comments. We want to hear what your thoughts are, guys.
Exactly.
All right. Exactly. Lovely. All right.
Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This is we out.
Peace out.
Boom. Again.